Hello, 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 and happy new year, enlightened women. Welcome back to Mondays in the Meditation Room with Dr. K for Midlife Musings. Oh, had to take some time off and rest, recalibrate, refuel for this new year. And I'm glad to be here. How about you? Welcome to a brand new year. We made it to a new year. Wow, 2024. Back in the day, 2024 sounded like some futuristic sci-fi movie year, right? But here we are in 2024. Welcome back one more time to Mondays in the Meditation Room with Dr. K for Midlife Musings. This is the space and place where you will find all things enlightenment and empowerment for Black women in midlife and beyond. For those of us who are experiencing somewhere on that continuum of perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, but it is not the end, it is a brand new beginning. So this is the space where we get to redefine and reimagine what it means to be in midlife and what it means to be in this sacred rite of passage where we're stepping into the greatest time of our lives. Yes. And what a time it is. It's a time to reflect, a time to renew, it's a time to rebuild, a time to remember, a time to rejoice, to reclaim who you are and who you are becoming in this season. Yes, I'm so excited. This year, 2024, I'm so excited that I'm in my 60, it'll be 60 plus two. Yes, and can I tell you, it has been a ride and it has been a joy to get here. And I hope that's true for you too as you navigate this amazing season in your life. This is where we walk together on this journey and we get to decide, give ourselves permission to be and to grow and to step into our power, but not just for us, but for the generations coming behind us, to impart to them the wisdom that we've gained and are gaining, the insights that we are gaining from experience, from conversation, from learning, so that they can step into their power at an even younger time in their journey. So, welcome to the room. Go ahead, invite your sister, your cousin, your co-worker, sister girl, that girl who you just had that conversation with about what is going on with my life. That conversation, that sister you've had that conversation with, that I don't know what's happening with my body, what is going on with my mind, I'm forgetting stuff. What is happening? Y'all, first of all, we're not sick. It is a normal transition in our bodies as we prepare to step fully into a season of reprioritizing ourselves. So welcome, not only to this new year, but a new mindset of who you are. So, tonight I almost wasn't able to record literally, and I was like, no, I've been off out of the room for a whole month, and I want to start the year off with my sisters. And man, can I tell you, it's a push right now. I am just on the other side of a COVID diagnosis. This will be literally my third encounter with it, but I'm on the other side and I'm feeling stronger and feeling better, and wanted to just come on in the room just for a few moments so that we can jumpstart our year as enlightened women. First, I want to say, please put on your calendar September 19th and 20th, 2024, as we prepare for 2024, the Serenity Experience for Women in Midlife 2024. I'm excited, y'all, about the theme. I'm just looking because I thought I had my other notes here and I don't have them in front of me, but I just wanted to make sure of the dates. And already, see, that was 2023 dates. We're looking at September 20 and 21st for the 2024 Serenity Experience for Women in Midlife. And our theme for this year is Grown Woman Things. Y'all, we're going to be dealing with some grown woman things, not things, for September 2024, the Serenity Experience for Women in Midlife. Put it on your calendar, put your change, just start putting your money aside to invest in yourself for this not to be miss transformative encounter. Oh my God, in the presence of other women on this journey of stepping into their power in midlife, learning and growing. Yes. And giving yourself permission to become who you've always been. And it's time to walk in that freedom. So, September 20th and 21st, save the date, start putting aside your money because we'll be releasing more information soon. And I know you want to take advantage of that early bird registration, and go ahead, call your sisters, the ones who, for those of you who are alumni, you were with us last year and you were like, I've been sharing it with my friends and they said they want to come this year. Well, go ahead, call them up, text them, email them, DM them, give them the dates so that they can be ready to register. All right. I love you guys and thank you so much for your support as we prepare to move forward. But tonight, I just wanted to have a brief conversation so I can move to my next assignment for tonight, which is to rest my body as I continue to heal and move forward, and getting on the other side completely of COVID. And I'm going to be sharing some things on a journey, not because I know or I'm an expert, but in the coming weeks, just sharing some things that I'm going to do and begin to make part of my life so that I can be as healthy as I could possibly be. So what I'm going to start doing and how I'm eating, what I'm drinking, how I'm moving my body, the things that I'm learning, some supplements, things that will help us um, go after those big, bad, bold dreams that we have, but we can't do it unless we are in our optimal space, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, all of the above, right? So, one of the main focuses for Enlightened Woman is mastering your midlife, right? But I've taken it a step further, not just mastering midlife, but mastering your midlife inner life, because your inner life, how you think, how you manage your emotions, the decisions that you make based on how you feel and what you're thinking, your level of healing and wholeness that you are walking in, that will allow you to show up in your most healed and whole self as you move into this new year. And so part of my really foundation and focus for the Serenity Woman, for the Serenity Experience for the Enlightened Woman umbrella, is to make sure we are mastering our midlife inner life. Why? Because that is the foundation of who we really are and how we show up in the world and how we relate to ourselves, to the Creator, and to each other. And so tonight we're talking about mastering your midlife inner life, and not only that, becoming you. Uh, Becoming you. And I love to say that becoming you is becoming your ordained, optimal, unique self. You. You're ordained. I know that's two O's, but I couldn't make up my mind, so I decided to use both. You're ordained. That means that's who you were meant to be, who God intended and intentioned for you to be when God blew the breath of life in you. You're ordained Optimal, that means the best, the most maximized place you can be and operate in. Uniqueness. You are unique. And I know that can be one of the most challenging things for us as women, not because we were um, inherently competitive, but the world conditioned us into a place of lack, as if we're not as good as the next person. And when people try to pit us against each other as women, as if there's not enough for all of us to thrive and to shine, we may begin to compare ourselves to someone else, thinking we're not as beautiful, as smart, as accomplished as someone else, right? And that we don't learn how to heal so that we don't feel threatened by the existence of someone else, right? That we can celebrate one another and not compete with one another. And one of the ways we do that is learn how to know who we are and enjoy and celebrate our own uniqueness and be comfortable in our own skin and story and experiences and what we bring to the table and how we feel when we walk in a room, that we are indeed worthy of love, right? And respect. Hallelujah, right? And then when we feel that way, we don't feel like we have to harm anyone else or trip anyone else up or make someone else look less than, because the truth is, we can't really reduce anybody into anything less than what God has created them to be. And so when we say embracing your ordained optimal uniqueness, just like your thumbprint is completely unique, nobody else has that thumbprint. God knew exactly what God was doing to embrace that and become that. Yes. So that's what we want to talk about on tonight. And as we move through it, that will provide the groundwork for us as we move through this year 2024. Happy new year. For some, we may be stopping some things, starting some new things. And then for some, we may be continuing some things, because the truth of the matter is, I don't care how many years come and go, how many years in and new years start, we are still in process of growing and becoming. We have not reached the apex of who we are and who we're supposed to be. We're supposed to constantly be evolving and growing and becoming more comfortable with who we are, right? And changing as we need to change to be who we need to be in that particular season. But there's just a way that we need to learn how to show up in the earth. And so on tonight, I just want to ask you, do you know what makes you you? Do you know what makes you you? Have you identified your ordained optimal uniqueness that makes you you? What is it about you that makes you you? That when you show up and you want somebody to accept you as you are in that particular moment or season in your life, do you know who that is? Are you trying to remake yourself in somebody else's image instead of the image of God? Are you trying to remake yourself to fit into a mold that somebody needs you to be in to bring comfort to their world? Who are you really? And are you bold and courageous enough to show up as who you really are in this season? How about making that your mantra for 2024? I am showing up this year in my true, full, authentic self. Mm. Authenticity is the new peace, y'all. I don't even want to call it the new peace. It is peace. When you don't have to pretend to be something you're not, then you don't have to think about it. You don't have to put your mask on. Remember to take it off, put it back on, say this, and then don't forget to say that. But that's not really how you feel and not really who you are. Yes. Walking in that authenticity, it is your superpower. I love it. Right. So there's just a few things that I want us to start this year off that would help us no matter what we face this year. I don't care what anybody has told you, even as we make our declarations, even as we set our intentions, even as we create our vision boards, which are all things we need and should do. Life can throw you some curves, it can throw you some unexpected experiences and situations that may cause you to have to pivot, that may have to cause you to have to reach inside for some resilience and resolve that you didn't even think you had, right? So we want to set ourselves up for life. Mastering our midlife inner life matters, because it really, life really is short, and we don't always know. Let me say, I say we don't always, we never know what not only just the next day would bring, we don't even know what the next moment brings. I know me and many of my friends are walking through a season of grief. 2023 brought some unexpected physical losses of people we love, right? Uh, wow. It is almost unfathomable for me to consider the three persons that are no longer in the earth plane, that will be celebrating with life celebrations this month coming up. And it makes you think, it makes you reflect, that I don't have the time, nor the energy, nor the breath to pretend anymore. That's the blessing of midlife. You kind of cross an invisible threshold, and your BS meter is real strong and loud, right? You don't have the patience you once had, for being inauthentic or not living your life in a meaningful way that matters to you. And I have really had to think about that for three, I mean, literally within weeks of each other. Three women that I love and admire are no longer in the earth plane, and it just, grief is happening. It comes in waves, but it also is causing reflection. But I'm saying that to say, you don't always know when those things are going to happen. And how do you maintain your equilibrium in the midst of it? And that is just one thing that could pop up on your radar in your life. We don't know what 2024 is going to bring, but what we do know is that though we cannot control what happens, we can, to the best of our ability to control our inner life and how we strengthen it so that we can manage those seasons as a part of life, right? So we need to be grounded, growing, glowing, and going. I love it. Grounded, growing, glowing, and going. The things that we need to come back to at the end of every month, because y'all know how we like to stop and take a moment and reflect at the end of the month, um, what we have learned, how we can count our blessings and cut our losses at the end of the month, right? But not just that, but revisit monthly or quarterly where we are in these areas of our lives, right? Grounded, growing, glowing, going, right? Almost finished for tonight. So grounded, grounded, grounded. What is your North Star? What do you come back to when things have been shaken, when the earth is moving under your feet, when you can't tell the end from the beginning, beginning from the end, when life hits you, right? How do you stay grounded? In other words, it's like placing your feet flat on the ground and you feel the firmness of the earth that's strong enough to hold you. What do you come back to when your spirit is reeling that helps you center? What helps center you? What helps ground you? And that means, what spiritual practice or discipline are you employing this year or continuing this year that helps you stay grounded? Is it a consistent prayer life, a time where you're communing with God? Is it consistent meditation practice where you're getting quiet and just breathing and getting still so you can hear from God, so that you don't make knee jerk reactions or rushed decisions, or something that brings you back to yourself when somebody has said something or somebody has done something that may be an attack on your personhood, and you don't want to lash out, or you don't even want to believe it, especially if it's a lie, right? What will bring you back? Is it reading scripture? Is it reading devotion? Is it listening to calming music? Is it listening to affirmation music? What is it that you are going to employ or continue to employ and use during this new year to keep you grounded? Because there's going to be plenty of things that's going to try to distract you and pull you every which way but loose, right? And you have to have the inner resolve to pull yourself away and make it a habit, a holy habit, to ground and center yourself. What practice is that going to be for you? My practice is in the morning. I come into my quiet space, which is this meditation room, right? This is my optimal place. But if I have to be in my room, or if I have to go down to my home office, I just need that space to get quiet. And here's the thing, every day doesn't have to look the same. I allow the spirit to tell me what needs to be my focus for that morning. Am I spending the whole time listening to worship music and worshiping? Do I spend part of the time meditating, sitting in silence, and then reading my devotion for the day, or a book that spirit has led me to? Whatever it is, I have to have that consistent, dedicated spiritual practice that helps ground me, that I can return to center myself. That's good. We're mastering our midlife, inner life, grounded, then growing. In what way are you expanding your mind, expanding your spirit, expanding your experience, and exposing yourself to other things that will cause you to come out of your comfort zone, that will cause you to grow? What area in your life do you need to improve on? And this doesn't mean tackle everything all at once. What one thing can you do that will allow you to grow? Right? So maybe you need better money habits. What one book can you read, or blog can you read, or podcast can you start subscribing to and listening to? Maybe cut down your social media time and replace 15 minutes of that with reading a book on budgeting or financial management. Or here's the thing that we need to learn, a money mindset. Maybe you need to change your mindset about money, because that's really where it starts. What you think about money. Money is not evil. Money is not the devil, right? Money is just money. The issue is, what did you think about it, and what drives you? What experiences do you have, or have you had, that makes the decision you make about money? Maybe it's about what you eat, or how you eat, or one little thing. Maybe you're going to drink one glass of water extra that you weren't doing. Maybe you were going to cut out something that will allow you to start your relaxation ritual earlier so that you can get rest. What is that one thing that's going to help you grow? right? Push yourself to learn something or add value to your life. Maybe it's a conference like the Serenity Experience, right? Maybe it's a class you want to audit or you want to literally invest in. Maybe there's a certificate that you literally want to go for. And sometimes financially, we might not be able to do anything, any of those things. But guess what, y'all? Libraries are still free all day, every day. I mean, they're not open, but I mean, online. You can go ahead and borrow you a book. Call your friends that you know that read, and they were telling you about a book that they've been reading that really helped them. Ask them if you can borrow it. Do something that takes you out of the mundane and that will challenge you to grow. Can you say it with me? I am mastering my midlife inner life. I am grounded and I am growing. I am going to commit to investing in my growth in 2024. Then glowing. What is your joy juice? What is that thing that's going to make you smile? What is that thing that's going to brighten up and lighten up and light up your day? What is that thing that's going to make you laugh till your stomach hurts, make you cry, right? Whether that is making a standing appointment with your girlfriends. If you can't get together, just have a great phone conference, Zoom conference, and just laugh and talk and share. Maybe it's walking, even as it's cold outside, a brisk walk. Maybe it's enjoying your favorite meal. What is that thing? Maybe it is giving back, finding a cause that makes you light up. Volunteering at a shelter or helping somebody that is struggling with some small kids and you have experience and you will give them a couple of hours to even take a nap. Do you know how many new mothers, brand new mothers, right, would love for somebody to just come to their house and sit for an hour or two just so they could take a nap? Ooh, can I tell you, sleep becomes a precious commodity, right? Amen. Or if you know of a family friend who's caring for a loved one, give them a break so they can go take a shower, take a nap, read a book, run some errands. Whatever is your joy juice? What's your joy juice? If that's going to get a manicure or giving yourself a manicure, getting your hair done, right? Investing in some special uh, I don't know, skin cream or something that you've been really wanting to try, do that. Or watch a movie from beginning to end. I don't know. Whatever your joy juice is, you need to drink it. You need to glow. Laughing, laughter, ah, man, it's like medicine to your soul. And it is part of you. You don't have to earn that time. That's just part of what you need to live. You don't have to work yourself, earn it, do anything until you can get that time or feel worthy of it. No, it's a part of your life. As we master our midlife, inner life, that is so imperative, right? So we say grounded, growing, glowing. What is your joy juice? And then going. This is also the time of the year where many of us are trying to decide what leap of faith do I need to take this year. Y'all know this is a leap year, and I love it. How my friend, the lead pastor union temple or the senior pastor union temple Baptist Church, Reverend Dr. Anika Wilson Brown, her theme at their church this year, 2024. I can't remember if it was it's living or taking a quantum leap, and they're reading the book. Big leaps or leap big or something like that. I'm gonna have to leave it in my notes. But it is challenging the people to expand their thinking and take leaps of faith, live a life of faith, take big leaps, big steps, big jumps, um, going outside of what you know to actually fulfill those dreams that you have going. What bold new thing will you do this year? What leap of faith will you take? Because your life, your well-being requires it. You, oh man, if you don't, you will find that you would begin to literally kind of shrink inside when you just get comfortable and it's the same thing and you don't challenge yourself to go for the dreams that you have, the big dream that God has for you. If you don't exercise faith and take leaps of faith and go for um, doing something new and big for your life or something different that makes you feel alive, oh my God, you're here for um, the great adventure of life and fulfilling your purpose in life. And sometimes it takes a big leap of faith. What are you what move are you making? Now, this is not talking about irresponsible, spending a lot of money doing something or making a decision like walking away from your house or selling your house all of a sudden. If unless that is the move you need to make and you know you've been needing to make it, but it is being in tune with the spirit. So when you're grounded, right, and you're growing, you're setting yourself up for that nudge. Because many of us have gotten so comfortable, and we're like, this it got to be more to life than this. But we've gotten lazy and fearful of doing different things, of meeting new people, of experiencing and taking trips or doing things that we didn't give ourselves permission to do, that we were afraid to do. What dream can you make a step towards doing? I know I have a major life pivot happening for me in a few months. Man, can I tell you, my emotions have been all over the place, and they are all over the place and probably will continue to be all over the place. But what I have not done is change my mind or talk myself out of taking this leap of faith and pivoting to a greater place that I believe that God is calling me to walk in a greater level of faith and trust in God. Man, oh man. I'm going. How about you? Man, taking that big leap is major. But can I tell you, just like most stories of people who have experienced and accomplished much, um, they will say to you that it was the scariest thing that they've ever done. I was talking into one of my one of my mentors just the other day via text, and I said, "This is a terrifying, beautiful thing." And just because something is scary does not mean it's not what you're supposed to do. Right? So what leap of faith, what step of faith, what bold move in your life will restore your life and your passion for living? Can you write down and say, yeah, by December 31st, 2024, I want to look back and say, I did it. I took a chance on myself and believed in myself. Ooh, y'all. We are mastering our midlife, inner life, and becoming more of who the Creator created us to be as our what? Ordained, optimal, unique self. We're walking in it, stepping into that power, walking into that superpower of authenticity. Yes. And yes, y'all know how I do. Yes and yes. So I thank you for joining me on Mondays in the meditation room with Dr. K for Midlife Musing. Thank you for joining me on a brand new adventure this year. And I am excited about what God is going to do with and through all of us as we navigate this sacred space and rite of passage. Oh man, of it being our best season yet. I absolutely love you. And I look forward to seeing you again. Share, share, share this time with your sister friends and invite them, do a watch party, hang out, watch on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel Kelly B. Hayes. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again real soon. Have a restful, peaceful night and a powerful life. Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year. See you soon.